Hi, my name is Blanche Gainey. I'm one of the life group coaches at Pinellas Community Church. And today I'm going to talk to you about creating a comfortable atmosphere in your home for small groups. Now, I know this might sound a little, like common sense, but it is important that we reiterate to you how important it is if you've opened your home that you are prepared for people coming to your house. So I'm going to talk about comfort, I'm going to talk about seating, I'm going to talk about lighting and even temperature. So just kind of take this all in and realize that the people who have come before me, Royce and Pastor Mike, they talked about how important it is to know that you have a heart for God's people. So we've covered that. So we know that now that you've committed to opening your home to folks, that you know that there are just some real common sense, simple things that you have to do to make people feel welcome. Think about it. Have you ever gone to somebody's house, you knock on the door, you see them peeping out, and you hear them rumbling around in there, and they're like, hold on a second. And you're standing there thinking, these people were not prepared for me. We don't want you to be in that situation when you have a small group. Be prepared. Comfortable atmosphere, physical setting. If you know in advance how many people are to come to your group, have that much seating available. In fact, have one extra chair. Somebody might bring somebody, whatever, so that when people come to your house, they know that you prepared for them. Make sure that the seating is comfortable, and if you can, have people facing each other. You know, this whole small group thing is about relationships, and most of these people who are going to be coming to your house, they've never been involved with a small group. They don't know what to expect. So if you've got your seats situated where everybody's facing and everybody's looking at each other, then we don't have to worry about a lot of weird body language. Lighting and temperature. Maybe you had decided to maybe have everybody on the patio and it's warm. How about moving everybody inside? Once again, I know this sounds like common sense stuff, but you would be surprised how many people take that for granted. Move the group on the inside. People might be a little closer than you had anticipated, but it's a lot better than folks being uncomfortable because it's too warm outside. A comfortable environment requires consistency. All that means is if every week you need to have 10 chairs put in place, make sure that you do so. Expectations. Provide a topical student study guide. That's kind of common sense once again. Have your study guide ready, have your syllabus, whatever you're going to have. Make sure you have a number of copies for everybody who's going to be there and have it ready and available for your folks when they show up. And follow a similar format each week. Be consistent. You know, if what you do is you have people come in and you have an introduction, even if you're going to have a little snack or coffee or whatever, be consistent. Have that ready every week so that your group gets real comfortable. Once again, I need to reiterate that a lot of people who come to small groups, they don't know what to expect. Some people think that you're going to be doing some weird stuff there. So if you're consistent in what you do and people know what to expect each week, then it'll work perfectly. Meeting time, begin and end on time. I actually could spend 30 minutes talking to you about that because I got to tell you, when I'm going to a group, if the group leader tells me it starts at 7, when I get there at 7 o'clock, I'm expecting something to happen. Begin on time and also end on time. Everybody's busy. If your group is supposed to be an hour, at about 10 to 8, you're doing the closing, getting ready to shut it down. And you can do like my grandfather used to do. He would start turning the lights off. So people need to get an idea. Of course, I'm being facetious, but do what you need to do to let folks know that the meeting is coming to an end. You'd be surprised how comfortable that makes people when they know the time frame for the meeting. Attendance. Make sure you follow up with those who are absent. Everybody wants to know that they matter. If I come to your group and then I don't come back the next week and nobody reaches out to me, then that means it didn't matter whether or not I was there or not. Make sure as a leader or someone that you've assigned in your group is responsible for contacting people and finding out if they're okay, if life is okay. Remind group members of the covenant. Now, so far in our video series, I don't think we've talked a whole lot about that, but let me just take a couple of minutes to tell you about the covenant, and there will be someone coming behind me who will talk a little bit more about it. The covenant is a promise that you all will come together and make about your group. I used to call it the thou shall not. Simple things. Thou shall not repeat what goes on in the group. Thou shall not interrupt. Thou shall not talk over somebody. It can be whatever you decide. It is important that everybody buy-ins to that covenant. Everybody takes part in putting it together so that if you have a covenant that has been put in place before, it might not apply to this particular group. Just make sure that everybody knows and understands those thou shall nots. Thank you guys so much for the time that you've spent with us so far. As I said, you probably think a lot of this is simple common sense stuff and you fully know and understand. Our job is to make sure you know that you have tools in place to help you. When you win, we all win. You are not alone. The small group coaches, we do what we can. Please call on us and let us know where we can help. Our pastors here at the church, we all buy into this small group philosophy. So you are not alone. So thanks again, and call us when you need us.